Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time once again, 8:30 on a Thursday evening. It is the Third and Long podcast. And don't let the darkness to my left fool you. Mr. Perrin is indeed in the house, but he's not in his own house. My name's Shane Harris, as usual. Above me is beautiful baby Hope. In the top corner is Oliver Butler Henderson. And again, we're joined by Mr. Perrin's live on vacation. What part of the world are you in, Mr. P?
I'm in a barren wasteland that time hasn't quite caught up to yet. We're just outside a place that I believe is called Cardiff.
Can we not offend our Welsh viewers and listeners, please?
I mean, to be honest, I'm surprised Wi-Fi and the internet's made it there, to be honest.
Oi, cut it out!
Well, I mean, we do have a little hamster on a wheel that's just ticking over, making sure that the internet's going as fast as its little bitty legs can. But no, in our place that we're staying the place. No, my brain's a monkey with symbols.
And that's an improvement. Be careful what you say about the Welsh. Remember,
Callum's come on saying Cardiff. Oh no.
What's wrong with my neck of the woods, boy? What's wrong with my neck of the woods?
Callum can't say anything. He lives in Bedford.
You can't say anything. You went to MK Dons.
You did.
Hey, mate, no, I went to a once in a lifetime opportunity to watch El Plastico, watching the Dons take on Wrexham, and I tell you what, it actually was a solid game. Like, it was a really. I was expecting nothing going into it, considering that it's League Two, but the game itself was really.
Apparently, what's wrong with Cardiff is the fact that Welsh people live there.
Oh, all right, then I'm going to ban you on this podcast, boy. Carry on with your lip.
Sorry, is that the reason why you left Wales to come to England? Didn't you leave your home?
Let's not get into that. Let's not get into that on the air. My heart still can't take it. Let's not get into that on the air. But be that as it may, you were saying about MK Dons. Go Saturday, bud. My beloved Newport County are playing MK Dons. Go and watch real football.
Do you know what? They've kind of had like a 2-for-1 Welsh sale, haven't they? Because like Wrexham were there, and they're already like shilling, and they're all leaving out like some of the Welsh flags for Newport County. I think I'm actually going to properly follow MK now because it's really cheap for a season ticket, and even the tickets that we sat in were practically like. I mean, I sent you guys the pictures anyway. We're practically like near down by the touchline. I was yelling abuse at Phil Parkinson, the Wrexham manager, and it went over a treat. Like honestly, it was really quality. It was like 30 quid for those tickets for that match.
Layoff Parky.
What?
Next Bolton man. Layoff Parkinson. He's next Bolton man.
Yeah, but Mike Williamson, ex-Newcastle United legend defender, is MK Dons manager. I didn't realise it until he walked past me down the aisle. I was going, oh crap, Mike Williamson's the manager of MK now. I'm literally like all in.
See, we do both sides of the ball on the show, round and oval egg shape. Mr. OBH, how has your week been?
Busy.
Your new job?
Yeah, I'm absolutely like my main brain frazzled at the minute. I won't lie.
It takes a lot of your age, but you know.
Oi, watch it. Watch it.
Baby Hope, how was your week been?
This is Mr. Harris's last show on the Third and Long because he's abusing.
Be daft for you.
Yeah, my week's been good.
Anything you want to share with the group? Anything you want to tell us?
No, but it's been quite chill.
Good. I'm glad. And just for the record, Mr. OBH.
If you want to know about my week, you need to come on about 10 minutes before, so I can actually tell you.
Oh, well, I'm sure you can tell us, post-show. And just for the record, Mr. OBH, I am the very pudgy face of the Third and Long podcast. Thank you very much. Anyway, shall we actually talk about American football now?
Well, yes. Nothing of note's happened this week, really, has it? Some special teamers that nobody's ever heard of retired, but that's it.
Oh, right.
You can't say that on the air, man.
I mean, let's put it this way. This is in the Patriots group chat, so be careful. All of these to be sent to @Hopey168. He is on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it now. So just please unfollow him and send him all the abuse you like. It's fine.
The Patriots fans can bring on as much abuse as I want. I mean, last week it was the Swifties. This week, bring on the Patriots fans.
I mean,
they probably don't have the internet because they're so busy living in the past.
Woohoo!
Right, Matthew Slater has won more Super Bowl rings in his career than you have seen San Francisco win in your lifetime. Just putting it out there.
I'd imagine Slater been in the league longer than I've been alive.
No,
Nearly.
Something like that. Little baby.
I am 25, you know.
I did forget
Matthew
that
Slater
sometimes.
entered the league in 2008 as a wide receiver. He ended up playing pretty much all his career as a special teams for New England Patriots. 5-time All-Pro, 3 times Second Pro, 10 times Pro Bowl. He's got the Brett Starr Award, the Art Rooney Award. He's the New England Patriots All 2010s team. He's in the Dynasty team. He's the first All-Pro Pac-10 as well. He's even had a reception, 191 tackles, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, 637 return yards, and a touchdown. He is the special teams captain. He's been special teams captain. He has been the captain of that team for the last decade. He is deserved a Hall of Famer, and this was his last speech to take place in Foxborough in the change room after the game.
I don't want this to be about me now, but I just want to say thank you. Thanks, fellas. It's been a lot of fun, man. And no matter what happened this year, I'm proud to say I was a part of this group. And most importantly, I'm proud to know the men that are in this circle and do life with you guys. I mean, that's what this has always been about for me. And I'm gonna be the biggest fan of everybody in here for as long as I can pull for y'all, as long as I'm in my right mind. Love you guys, man. It's been an honor. It's been an honor, fellas. Appreciate you. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family.
Wow. All I will say is imagine going from Tom Brady to Makoko. You know, he's seen it. He's seen the very tippy top to the very bottom. Do you know what I mean? Imagine the chasm in quality between the two players there. He's seen it all.
And Cam Newton. Don't forget Cam.
I know, and Tebow.
I mean, I can see this guy going into the coaching staff, being coaching the team. He is. You cut that guy open, he bleeds blue, white, and red. He is a Patriot through and through. You can see how he's respected by all his teammates. He's respected by his fans. You know, he is probably the most loved special teamer in the league. You know, obviously bar the kickers, but the kickers just do something. You know, some of them actually make field goals. Some of them actually miss field goals.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
I believe you.
Yeah, you got you 20 quid. Sure you did.
Hey, that's fine with me. He is epitomised what the Patriots are. 3-time Super Bowl champion. You know, you could see not only what the Patriots former and past and present think of him, but also what players around the league. You know, the tweets that came in yesterday about him, you know, range from everyone in the league, not just Patriots former players who's played them. You know, he is a highly regarded player in this league. And I've not seen what J Mac said on Good Morning Football yet. Apparently that was quite good as well, and rather chilling about that as well. So
I'm just going to quickly interrupt you. We've got Callum saying it's fitting Mr. Downs is in the park, Mr. Payne's in a dark place. He's an emo.
Very, very correct. Very, very correct. Yeah. Yeah.
He is listening. He's not falling asleep yet.
Matty Slates, go and have yourself a happy retirement, mate. And I hope we see you on the sidelines in Foxborough in the big hood yourself, because, man, you deserve it. You are a hell of a player.
Well, we're talking about coaches on the sideline in Foxborough. Ollie, what's your view on the rumour that one of the candidates for the San Francisco 49ers defensive coordinator job is Mr. Hood himself, Bill Belichick?
I heard he's gone to Nebraska, or he's going to Nebraska. I
also heard that he's happy to work with John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan and is being considered for the job.
I mean, well, you need something because you flunked in the Super Bowl for the third time in the last 6 years.
Second time.
Sure, it's great.
2019. No, 2019 and 20.
Okay, well, it's still twice in the last. You know, we won a Super Bowl for you since that time. I mean, yeah, I would be surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Shall we roll on to mock draft now?
Sure. Yeah, sure. Who wants to go first?
Yeah.
Let me just open up the other screen and we will have it so we can see our faces while we critique someone's mock draft, because we love that.
Yeah, critique mine. Go on.
Right, you want Mr. Harris's first?
Go for it.
Right. Hang on. Let me just get myself ready.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk amongst yourselves.
Right, what Mr. Harris's? There we go. Oh, that didn't work.
I mean, we can just do this and all lean to the side like this.
The wonders of live TV.
It's not working. Don't worry about it.
So, Shane, do you want to talk us through your mock draft?
Yes, I do. Let me just get my information in front of me. Thank you very much. That's fantastic. I've gone with the Bears taking Caleb Williams first. As much as everyone knows on the show, I'm a big fan of Justin Fields. I think they've done all they can with him. I think he's done all he can with the team. So I think they're going to take Caleb Williams first and maybe trade Justin Fields to a quarterback team in need. Maybe the Falcons, possibly, from the rumors I've heard this week. Drake May, I've got him going to the Commanders. The Sam Howell experiment hasn't exactly worked. So I think new owners, new coach, new quarterback. Yeah, try something different. Why not? Can't be any worse than last year. And our beloved Mr. OBH is New England Patriots. I'm going with many people's consensus number one pick in the draft, Marvin Harrison Jr. They need weapons on offense badly, and I think they'll trade for someone like Christian Kirk in the off. Sorry, Christian Kirk was that? No, sorry, Kirk Cousins in free agency, and I think that'll be an attractive weapon for Kirk Cousins if he does choose to go to New England. Malik Neighbors, I've got going to the Cardinals. We've seen this year, the Cardinals, there was little glimpses of decent football. They beat, what did they beat this year? They beat the Cowboys, didn't they? So they're capable of beating big teams. And I think someone like Malik Neighbors would be a really good addition to the wide receiver core in Arizona. Oh, Roma Dunze. Yes, I got him going with the Chargers. That would be interesting to see how Jim Harbaugh uses him. Because the fact that, again, new coach, same quarterback, new offense, new. I think it'll be interesting to see, how he does there. But I think they are in need, especially if Mike Williams does leave with the rumors we've heard he may.
Shane, can I just interject about? I've got a question about one of your picks.
Go for it, bud.
So you got Brock Bowers, the tight end, going to New York at 6.
Yes.
Do you think they really need tight end with both Darren Waller and Daniel Bellinger being there?
Darren Waller's done nothing in his first season. I just think where else do you think they need a draft pick more?
Wide receiver.
Okay, yeah, I'm not against it. There's a lot of free agent wide receivers coming in soon as well. T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Mike Evans, as I said, Mike Williams. There's a lot on the board, so they may take one of those.
Maybe.
I just think the Darren Waller experiment hasn't really worked out, and he's on a lot of money. So they could obviously keep Drake May on his rookie deal, and then if they do decide to cut Darren Waller, it costs them a bit of money, but they'll obviously save it with Brock Bowers.
Yeah, where do you think Daniel Bellinger will go in that?
They might have a 2 tight end set like the Ravens do. They might. Obviously, he will. Obviously, Brock Bowers will sit under the learning tree for a bit. So then they might be like, "Yeah, let's try that."
I'm not trying to rip you apart.
No, please do, because you know what I'm like when it comes to college football.
Yeah, I'm genuinely curious about what your mindset is.
Yeah, I try my best. I just, like I said, with college football, I do struggle. So things like this is obviously I'd rather people ask me questions so I can learn a bit more. Is anything else that really sticks out to you at all? Anything And same with you, Ollie?
I have said this, but I think both JJ McCarthy and Michael Penix Jr. are a bit high. I sort of have them around round 3, round 4. So for me, they're a bit high, but obviously you see it differently. I applaud that you have Neighbours ahead of a Dunze, because me and Ollie have had a bit of a disagreement over which QB is better. Sorry, which wide receiver is better. And I like that you've got the Niners taking a cornerback.
You've got Niners taking one of the best cornerbacks, which I don't think he'll drop that far. I've gone over mine as well like this. I'm still not fully happy with mine. I changed mine 2 or 3 times. Although saying that, we've got a couple of players in the same positions. I'm not going to say who or where, but we've got a couple of players going on as well.
I think I've got a few players in the same position too.
I do like the fact. I mean, I'm not. You've got a Steelers taking the center. Do you think that's their biggest need, or do you think that's just what you believe is going for at the moment?
In all honesty, they call mock drafts for a reason. I may have made a mistake with things like that, and I may have made a mistake with Atlanta as well. I should have said Atlanta taking a quarterback, but then now, in retrospect, looking at this Justin Fields chatter, maybe I was right. But like I said, I don't think Pickett is it in Pittsburgh. I don't rate him. He's been there a while. He's had his chance now. I don't think he's it. So maybe they take someone like Michael Penix Jr., JJ McCarthy, Spencer Rattler, Bo Nix, someone like that.
What about the Rudolph the 09 pick 6?
He's a second string, and he's lucky to be second string. They're struggling to move on from Big Ben, as much as I hate to say it.
True.
I know I said this, but I keep on saying that the Eagles' biggest need is wide receiver, and I really don't understand.
I don't see it.
They have AJ Brown, and they have Devontae Smith. And I know you've got them taking the wide receiver, and I actually think I do too. But I just don't understand why, because I feel like maybe they need to move on. This is a bit of a hot take, but do you think they might be looking to move on from Jalen How My Thumb Hurts? Or do you reckon it's too early to say that?
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, let's not forget, he took him to a Super Bowl last season. He's far from finished.
Yeah, there's been a lot of noise about that he doesn't get on with the team, and they don't like the way he leads and things like that. And I know when that came out about Baker, he didn't last long in Cleveland after that, did he?
Yeah, there's a difference between Jalen Hurts and Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, I think he struck gold with the Buccaneers. Exactly, yeah. Exactly, yeah, he struck gold with the Buccaneers.
Won almost as many playoff games as Jalen Hurts. Baker Mayfield's won 2. One of them was in Cleveland, one of them was in Tampa. Neither were expected to get to the playoffs those years.
Yeah.
How much can you really look into that? Whereas Lamar Jackson, 2-time MVP, has won 2 playoff games. Do you know what I mean? How much can you look into it?
A lot, because it shows, can you perform when the pressure's on?
Yeah. Okay. As Mr. Parent is away, we'll bring up his now. We'll go over his. We'll critique his. Oh, we hit it. Say, can you stop hitting that? He's got Caleb Williams going to 1 to Chicago, so he agrees with you on that one. And Drake Mayer going to Washington. He's got Malik Neighbors at 3. So he's got Marvin Harrison dropping all the way down to 7 to Tennessee.
I think Tennessee will be dancing a little happy dance if they get Marvin Harrison Jr. at 7.
He's got Cooper DeJohn, the Iowa cornerback, who's going to be playing on Team White. Going back, he's an outstanding quarterback, to be fair. He made our top 25. Going to Chargers, which I think they're the bigger need, but we know that he likes players there. Quinton Mitchell, the other outstanding corner, is going to be a very high stock, going at 15. Jaden Daniels going at 14 to...
Can we just talk about Brock Bowers going to the Falcons at 8? They already have Kyle Pitts and they don't use
I
him.
know,
So why
they
are
don't
we
need another
sending
tight end.
So why are we sending another tight end there for them to not use?
I'd love to know what his pick on that one. Who else? Is there any other ones that jump out at you? I mean, he's got Dallas Turner, the outstanding edge rusher, going to Jacksonville. I quite like that one. The center, Jackson Perez-Johnson, going to Miami. Is there anything that jumps out to you?
I think it's interesting that he's got the Niners taking a tackle over a cornerback.
I get that. He's got
Boys, go on.
4 tackles in the last 6 picks.
Yeah.
Do you think Roma Dunze is going to fall to 10?
Yes, I don't think he's that good.
Really?
No.
Okay.
I think he is WR3. I know Ollie loves Rome, but I think he's WR3, and I think there's a possibility that he could fall to 10. I think
He's WR2 in my mind.
Let me just check mine. Yeah, I don't have him quite falling to 10, but
one thing me and Phil do have in common is we both got the Ravens taking a corner. I don't know what that says about our current corner depth, whether Marlon Humphrey's going to be cut. It would break my heart when a fan favourite, like Marlon Humphrey, if he does get cut, I'd have the same feeling in my heart as when CJ Mosley left and when Matt Judon left.
Yeah, I get that.
And
Right,
Kool-Aid
it has
McKinstry,
just been confirmed that the Bills are signing Matt Arizera, the
you mean
punter.
KC? You mean KC? He was the
KC, yes,
punter.
sorry. Yeah, the former Bills punter who was cut for an alleged rape lawsuit back in December. So he's been signed by the reigning Super Bowl champions. Now, this is interesting because A, they've got a very good punter in Townsend down there anyway. And B, the guy can be a place kicker as well. He place kicked as well as punted.
I just realised I criticised Phil for having the Niners taking a tackle at 31 when I have the Niners taking a tackle at 31.
Right, on that note, you're going next, my friend.
Okay, so I've got Marvin Harris Jr. going in number 1. To be honest, I think the most likely thing is the Chicago trade away number 1 pick, but I'm not doing trades until 2nd or 3rd mock draft.
Yeah, that's not trade yet.
I'm a big Jaden Daniels fan, so I've got him going 3 to the Patriots. I do think Malik Neighbors is WR2, 4, and I think Roma Dunze at 5, although I do think there's a big possibility that the Chargers pick Brock Bowers, and I've got him down at 13, which kind of hurts my heart because he is my draft crusher this year, and I think I put him in number 3 in my top 25, but I just couldn't find a place where they need a tight end until the Ravens at 13. Then I've got Cooper DeJean, who I think is easily the cornerback one in this, going to the Giants. Joe Alt, great tackle, helping protect Will Levis at Tennessee. Falcons, I still think Kirk Cousins might end up at the Falcons, but if they don't, I'll give him Drake May. And then rounding off the top 10, I have Nate Wiggins and Fashional. So anything that stands out to you guys?
You got the Chiefs taking an edge rusher.
I think they need an edge rusher, especially if Chris Jones is leaving.
Yeah, but we don't know if he is. He said he wants to stay.
Yeah, but I'm just not sure he will.
Who else jumps for? I mean, you've got Lions taking a corner, which, yeah, I agree. You've got Kool-Aid dropping down to 28.
That's not his real name, surely.
No, it's not his real name.
And you've also got Steelers taking a centre.
Yeah, I do. I just think the Steelers do actually need a centre.
I'm not so
And you've got
sure.
the Ravens taking. You've got the Ravens taking Adonai Mitchell.
Yeah, the wide receiver.
Yeah,
Do you think we need another wide receiver?
I think
Especially a rookie?
it depends whether you re-sign Odell or not, really.
Oh, I want to. It's a lot of money, but I want to. I like him playing for us.
I think if you don't re-sign Odell, then yeah, you probably do need somebody to be in between. Because I'm sorry, but Nelly isn't a WR2. He's just not.
No.
So
No,
I think we
he's
need.
WR3 easy.
I don't know I don't think Zay Flowers is ready to step up to be WR1 yet.
I think
No,
he
or me.
needs to.
No,
But I don't think it matters whether he's ready or not. I think he needs to.
yeah,
See,
because
you've
Rashad
got-
Bateman is not it.
You've got Nate Wiggins going to Chicago.
Yeah. I mean, they've released Eddie Jackson, so they need a quarterback.
Yeah, true. They have actually. He's a very, very good corner. He is a bit of a ball hawk. He reminds me a lot of Trayvon Diggs, to be fair, but he's very good at undercutting the wide receiver. You know, reading the wide receiver's route before the wide receivers even made the cut. He's there on it. He's going to be a
Just
good
out of
wide-
interest, has anyone got the Cardinals not taking a wide receiver with either of their picks?
I can't remember mine off the top of my head. I'll have a look in a minute.
Yeah, the first one I have, the second one I again can't remember either.
You got Drake Mayer dropping to Falcons.
Yeah, after the Patriots, I don't see a QB needy team until the Falcons.
True that.
Because the Cardinals seem to want to stick with little guy Kyler, Herbert at 5. I think the Giants are going to give Danny Jones at least one more season. They can't afford not to, and I think Tennessee is stuck like that is. So the next QB needy team, I think, is the Falcons. Obviously, our next mock draft, which I think is coming after free agency, this could all change.
Yep. And there's going to be trades and then everything.
Yeah.
I can't wait for free agency.
Eagles taking Brian Thomas Jr. He's a good wide receiver. He's been
Yeah,
WR2
no,
at LSU.
I'm still not sure that the Eagles need a wide receiver, but I put it there anyway.
And you've got Mims going to Dolphins. He's a very, very good tackle.
He is a
I
very
reckon
good
he could be the first tackle the second tackle off the ball
Yeah, I
behind
was
Joe
about to say,
Alt.
he's not better than Joe Alt.
Joe Alt is outstanding. I mean, we've got a video of that guy in a bit. And Joe Alt is outstanding. Is there anything else on there that Mr. Harris that jumps at you? Go, what the hell have you got there? Raiders taking Brock Bowers.
They need a tight end.
They got Mike Myers.
Yeah, but I
and
just
You only picked last year.
I think Brock Bowers is better. To be
Oh,
Tell
honest,
me
no,
about-
no.
to be
Tell
honest,
me about where your thought process was when you drafted Terry and Arnold to the Broncos.
Terry Arnold to the Broncos. So they had Pat Sutton on one side, so I just thought putting a cornerback on the other side to pair up with plus Terry Arnold is a very, very good quarterback, and I feel like there's quite a few here where, including Terry Arnold, Brock Bowers, and Dallas Turner, where I feel like teams just can't turn them down because they're just too good, and they're a position where there's a bit of a need.
Yep.
Those luxury picks, like we need somebody somewhere else, but we can't turn this player down. Yeah,
I think that's sort of where Brock Bowers is going to be because I really like him. I think I put him at 3 in my ranking. I just think there are so many teams that really don't need a tight end. Because I wanted to put him about 6, but then I thought they've all got tight ends apart from maybe the Titans. But the Titans have more holes in the calendar, so
Okay. Shall we roll over on to my one?
Yeah.
yeah, go for it.
Okay. I followed Ollie down the route of Marvin Harris going to Chicago. I agree. I do think Chicago are going to trade away. I do think, though, Justin Fields is staying in Chicago for one more season. Go for it. Let's roll it. Caleb Williams at 2. I got Roma Duze going to New England at 3. He's a big-bodied wide receiver with good hands, which is what New England needs. Joe Alt is going to Cardinals. I think let's get the best tackle on the board going into the draft. Let's protect our asset. We've got a shed load of money on this guy. Let's book him. I've got Nate Wiggins going at 5 to LA Chargers. Jim Harbaugh loves the defense. It's going that way. Malik Neighbors to New York at 6. They need wide receiver help. Tennessee are taking the tackle Fashanu from Penn State. I've also got Drake Meyer dropping to 8 at Atlanta. I completely forgot that. I've got the outstanding center Jackson Powers Johnson going to Chicago, and I've also got New York Jets taking a tackle from Oregon State. You've got to look after Aaron Rodgers. He is your go-to guy. Jaden Daniels is falling to 11 to Minnesota Vikings at the moment.
You're a big
They're
Jaden
gonna
Daniels
play-
fan as well. I'm surprised he fell that low.
I am a Jaden Daniels fan. I think this guy's brilliant. He's Lamar Jackson 2.0. But there are other needs in this draft. I think Minnesota, if they don't re-sign Kirk, they're going to be trading up. Honestly, I've got Dallas Turner going to Broncos. I really do think this defense needs rebuilding. Seriously, needs rebuilding. I got Penix going to Raiders because I just think that guy fits.
Ollie, do you really think Penix Jr. is ahead of Bo Nix?
I think they're level. I think Bo Nix, Penny McCarthy, and JJ are all either WR4, W5, WR6. It depends who you talk to and what you see to. It's like, right, okay, who's this and who's that? I don't think any of these top quarterbacks will be there after day 2. I don't think any of them are going to be part. I'd probably one maybe there in round 3, but I don't think any of them are going to. I've got San Fran taking a corner because God knows you need some corners. I've got Las Vegas.
We need one corner. We have 2 good corners. We just need a circle.
I've got KC taking Keon Coleman, the very good wide receiver out of Florida State. As again, Rashee Rice has stepped up. Marvin MVS stepped up towards the end of the season. But oh my God, the rest of the wide receivers are trash. And I've got you taking Brian Trice, the Washington edge rusher, at 30, Shane, the Ravens. We know you are going to be losing a lot of very good defensive players in free agency. Very, very good defensive players in free agency.
That was true.
Start rebuilding.
Yeah, you made a point there, but like Clowney came in off free agency, and he played really well for the money. It was relatively cheap pickup, but I don't think he's coming back. But I think you may have a point with Braylon Trice.
I know he's not an edge rusher, but is Patrick Queen a free agent this year?
Yes.
Ooh, that could be a big loss.
Rumor has it he's going to Seattle.
No.
I promise you, I didn't put Chop Robinson in Tampa Bay just for shits and giggles because I like his name. Promise.
Chop Robinson.
Chop Robinson.
Chop.
I've got the Cowboys taking Zach Fraser at center, the center of West Virginia. I think he's a bloody good center. Kool-Aid going to Jags. I've got Brock Bowers going to Cincinnati. They're going to be.
I'm surprised you let him fall so far, mind.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised I let him fall to 13, but he's let him go all the way to 18.
I think there is positions or teams. I could have had him go to Denver. I could even have him going to Tennessee as you. But I think these teams had a bigger need going. I almost had Cincy take a wide receiver. I almost got, oh my God, they're going to have Lad McConkey, who I really do like. I think he's a bloody good slot receiver. Very, very good slot receiver. Julian Edelman. But they're going to go, I don't care if we wanted this guy. We need a tackle. We need a center or guard. We're taking the best tight end. We're taking the best player in the draft at the moment. And I think this guy could be the best player in the draft in Brock Bowers.
I think he's definitely up there.
I mean, we've not got him in our top 5.
Yeah, but I mean,
as I said, they call mock drafts for a reason, you know.
I did rank him at mine at 3, and as soon as I found out he was in the top 5, I did say that it was criminal.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Is there anything else that jumps out of you going, why the hell have you done this?
There's a few.
Go on.
I think Cooper DeJean is way too high. I think he is the top cornerback in this league.
That's exactly what I would have said. I would have said exactly the same thing.
I do think he could go higher as well.
I also
the reason I put him at the Steelers is because I think their need is in the secondary.
I also think Laitu Latu is a bit high too. I think he's probably going to go top 15, maybe top 20.
Texans? Yeah, I think Texans are going to be going, oh my God, we need this guy. Imagine him alongside Will Anderson. Oh my God, that'd be scary front 7. Yep.
I'm interested in. I know you did explain this a bit, but I'm not sure the Chargers need a cornerback right now. I think they have bigger needs on the offensive side.
The reason I looked at going right. Do they go for like the top defensive end, the top edge rushers, the top defensive tackles, or because they love it? Derwin James is struggling. He's old. He's getting there now. They gave up so many yards off catches. They gave up so many yards in there. They gave up so many points. They're going to have to take one of the best corners in the league, I think. Or it is going to be a defensive player that is going at 5 to Chargers. And I just thought the cornerback was probably their best one. And I really like Nate Wiggins. I'm not denying with you, DeJohn is a bloody good corner. And it's, I think, personally, between him and Nate Wiggins, who are CB1s in this draft.
Apart from that, I don't have many problems with yours.
Mr. Harris, anything for you, my friend?
As I was gonna comment on Cooper DeJean, why he's so low, but Ollie already beat me to it. Considering you're a big fan of Lad McConkey, I'm quite surprised he's quite low down as well. And Terry and Arnold as well, 29 to the Lions. That's the thing, see, there's a reason why they mock drafts. Like next week, Terry and Arnold could be 10, you know? Like it changes on a dime when players get injured and free agency starts.
It's Combine next week. So the
Exactly,
NFL
yeah,
Combine
and that as
starts,
well.
NFL Combine starts Tuesday when they start doing their interviews, start doing their processes, you know, their arms, their heights, their benches and all their gym workouts before they go onto the field and do the field workouts starting on Thursday, I think it is. It's going to change after that. Players are going to go, oh my God, this guy's put into such a show. You never know. Bo Nix, who could end up being the best quarterback coming into this draft, you know, he could do a Zach Wilson style combine and literally pull something out of the bag and end up being QB2.
The one combine performance I always remember is DK Metcalf. He went from a late day 3 pick to did he go round 1 or round 2? I think he went round 2.
Yeah,
In any event, he was higher than
we took Khalil Harry instead of him.
Oh yeah, and instead of Ayuk too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or was it Debo?
Ayuk. There was about 4 or 5 we took over him.
Well, CeeDee Lamb, Henry Ruggs Jr. that we don't talk about, Brandon Ayuk, Justin Jefferson,
yeah,
DK Metcalf.
We went for that big-bodied, which we've never found. We've never found a big-bodied wide receiver in New England. This is one reason why I've taken Rome Odunze, because he is the tallest wide receiver at the moment, and he's also the heaviest. He's like 10, 15 pounds heavier than Marvin Harris. This is why I've taken him. This is why I've got him going to New England. That's why I've got him going at WR2. But like I said, it is very close between him and Malik Neighbors.
Very, very close. I don't know. Who was Mayo brought in for the offensive bits? OC.
What, for New England?
Yeah.
Former Cleveland Browns offensive coordinator. Oh my God, I can't think of his name. Sheesh, that's embarrassing. Answer on a postcard, please. While we're talking about players going out, before we go and give our top 5 for our draft prospects, let's talk about some players that are now leaving their teams. There are a few that have been cut this past week. We have got...
I think Eddie Jackson is the biggest one.
Sorry?
I think Eddie Jackson is the biggest one.
Eddie Jackson's left Chicago. Cody Whitehair, what a great name. The guard has left Chicago. Pittsburgh had cut their tackle. I'm not even going to pronounce that name. Tracy Walker has left Detroit. Brian Allen has left LA Rams after 5 years, and this guy's a bloody good center. Lawrence Guy, Adrian Phillips, all both left New England. Lawrence Guy is a bit of a shock. I didn't see that one coming at all. And Malik Hall has left New York Jets as well going forward. You said Eddie Jackson's the big one.
Yeah, I think Eddie Jackson is a very, very good corner. I know he almost got traded to either the Niners or another team, which I can't remember, on the trade deadline. So I'm not sure the Niners are going to go for him again, but we don't really have much cap space at the moment.
Oh, you have no cap space.
Yeah, well,
There is no cap space, only
it's
Zool.
a little bit.
You don't even have cap space to sign a Brock Purdy.
We do. I swear we have about 8 million.
You have 500 grand. Last time I checked on Sportnet. Sport
I
Rack.
thought
Sport
I
Rack.
read we had 8 million somewhere.
Maybe the annoying
gonna
part
say-
about it is they don't need anyone.
We need a quarterback.
They need
Oh,
corners.
you'll be all right.
I'm going to talk about Lawrence Guy. Two-time Walt Payton winner of the year. He's done so much in the 9 years he's been in New England. He is not. He was never the star player on the team, but he was always there. He was always making tackles. And let's face it, they're always going to love the line going, this guy, when they talk about Lawrence Guy. We love that. He is a great player. He's a great leader on that team as well. I see why they have done it, but it doesn't make sense. I think they're trying to bring in younger players by the sounds of it now. And, GM Judon is after players.
He can keep his hands off Marlon Humphrey, thank you very much.
I believe Marlon Humphreys was one that Jude liked the sound of, wasn't it?
Yeah. He tweeted out saying, I think we've got the 44 free at New England.
Yeah.
I got 2 week and a half if you want, not 44. No chance.
Ladies and gentlemen, you might have seen on our social medias that we have been dropping out our top 25 this week. The way we've done it, all of us put players' names in and then added them up and averaged them. So our 25 to 6 is, I've got to get it in reverse order now. This is really bad because I've got to put it in the wrong way around.
TV.
I also think the fact we've got Blake Corum at 19, he's not a first round player.
That might be on me. I might have been a little starry-eyed when I saw him. This guy, he could be a first rounder. Again, it goes on the combine. So I'll read it through as in 6 to 25. So at 6, we've got Drake May, the quarterback out of North Carolina. 7, we've got Malik Neighbors, the wide receiver out of LSU. 8, we've got Brock Bowers, the tight end out of Georgia. We've got Fashanu, the tackle. Latu, the defensive end at 10. Dallas Turner at 11. Nate Wiggins, the Clemson cornerback at 12. Talisa Fagu, the tackle at 13. We've got Cooper DeJohn, not Deshaun as it's typed on there, that's my error, at 14. Then we've got another corner, Kool-Aid McKinster, the very sticky cornerback out of Alabama. And then we've got his teammate, Terrine Arnold, at 17.
He's also a cornerback.
16.
Isn't he?
Say?
He's also a cornerback.
He is also a cornerback. We've got a little bit of a run. Troy Fashanu at 17. We've got Bo Nix at 18. Blake Corum, who Ollie doesn't like, at 19.
I do not like him. I just don't think he's a first round pick. I think he's the best running back in this draft.
Jazeem Newton at 20. 21, I'm waiting for them to come back round because I forgot my notepad upstairs. Gerard Verse at 21, the very good Florida State edge rusher. JJ McCarthy at 22. Chop Robinson at 23. Brian Thompson Jr., the wide receiver out of LSU, at 24. And Edging Cooper at 25. I know Ollie doesn't like these. As I said, they are all averaged up. We rated them 1 to 25. And if they weren't in the top 25, they were automatically given 26. Okay. And so we had all the scores up and they got given the position and it was ranked that
Because
way.
Ollie probably put Blake Corum at like 2.
No, I had Blake at I want to say 11.
Yeah, that skews the results.
Baby,
Well,
opinions
I
like
think
noses,
we
everyone's
did
got
11
one,
because
you know?
he carried. He did. He took the Michigan All-Stars into that. Michigan Wolverines into that playoffs. He was superb. Him and his running back teammate in the playoff games was superb.
I don't disagree. I just don't think he's even in the top 32, let alone the top 25.
So, our number 5th player coming into this was the wide receiver out of Washington.
This time he goes back shoulder. Odunze. 6-play the opening drive. It's Penix with the flip. Odunze. And back to return this punt. No fair catch. And he makes a man miss. Odunze to the left side. Cuts it upfield. There he goes. Makes the punter miss. Odunze. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown. Penix going deep. Odunze turned around.
Into a different position here as Penix lost to the end zone. Jump ball caught. Touchdown. Launching for the end zone. Forget being patient. Odunze.
First and goal, Penix. Looking for the fade, and it is caught. It's touchdown.
Gotta hurry. This gets it off from the pocket. Zips it to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Final minute now of the first half as Penix heaves it down into the end zone. Caught. Touchdown.
Game in their career here. Penix play action. Looking to go over the top. He catapults it down the field. Odunze's Penix a pump. And go into traffic with Lampkin. Odunze, what a reaction.
That is why that guy is my WR2. He is putting up there. 92 receptions, 1,640 yards, 13 touchdowns last season.
I
This
do
guy
think
is
Rome,
a proper player.
I do think Rome's a great player, but I do still think that Malik Neighbours is better.
He didn't make our top 5.
Well, I didn't know. Well, I didn't know, and God knows, you know, my knowledge of college football, you could probably write on the back of a beer mat. But I didn't know that Michael Penix was Odunze's quarterback in Washington. I didn't know that. Do you think they may get a chance to play in the big leagues together at some point?
No.
No?
Oh, definitely not straight off the bat.
No, I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, the story about... Has anyone heard the story about Rome Odunze's injury?
Go on.
No.
So he picked up an injury where he suffered a broken rib and a punctured lung. So this was against Arizona State. So during this season, it was on the 30th. He was recovering an onside kick. He punctured his lung and broken a rib. He couldn't fly back with the team because obviously the air pressure and being a punctured lung and all that stuff. So he is in the hospital at 5 a.m. with his mum and his 2 trainers, who then took the 23-hour drive back up to Seattle to get back to the training facilities. The following week, they're on a bye. He played the following week after the bye. He didn't miss any games. He was back. This guy is
Punctured lung, like.
as
Double
tough
tough.
as you can get. He
Tougher
didn't
than
miss
you ever.
any time or anything like that. And he's still, the next game, he caught 8 passes for 128 yards and 2 touchdowns in a 36-33 win over Oregon. Just 14 days after suffering that injury.
I mean, Oregon are a good team too.
Exactly. This guy is a proper player. He is proper strong. He will give you everything. Everything. I mean, people are going to read that and see this and understand they're going, shit, this guy puts his body on the line. I will not miss anything, you know. Fair play to the kid. He's a hell of a player. So on to number 4. We have got our first offensive lineman, whichever you want to see it, the Notre Dame tackle, Joe Alt. see him on the red box here. He moved the lineman to give that to the quarterback.
It's not a lie drill, nigga. It's not a fire drill, nigga. This the real thing.
Big tackle.
Gang,
Yeah, I know.
But that bitch at nighttime, daytime she don't see me. Acting like an asshole, pocket holding 50. Plug with a Mickey Mouse clip, this ain't Disney. Spin up in the face, shot a nigga, still identity. Put a bigger dog food on you, can you flip it? Sipping like Paul Wall, I might just put a grill in. Boy, you'll get your paws chilly with the big one. You know me, pull a Pluto move, take white Scotty Pippen. This guy full of all red, like it beef with cricket.
I love music still made him.
Let me just apologise on behalf of the podcast for that hip hopper's colourful language there. If you were offended, we do apologise.
Although, sorry.
Mr. OBH's style of music, see, he likes that kind of thing, gangster rap.
I'm not. I like Eminem and 50 and all that, but yeah. He is a big unit. You could see why he's going as high as 4-3 as some of these people. I've seen what the pros are doing as their mock drafts. Can't say it really. Some of them got going 3 to New England.
This guy is a beast.
We were shocking on our O-line, was shocking. He is impossible to move. You've got these edge rushers coming at him, and he's nope, stop, hold them back. The least penalised O-lineman in the league, in the college last year. You know, gave up the least sacks going into last year as well. This guy is a proper player. 6'8", 315 pounds. And you are not going to miss him. You're not going to move him either. He is massive. Absolutely massive. Number 3, we have got our second or first QB, whichever you want to put it. We're going to see Jaden Daniels, a.k.a. Lamar Jackson 2.0.
Here's Daniels on 4th down. Going to launch it to the end zone. Neighbors holds it in again.
But he can't wear number 7 because he's an offensive tackle, so he's wearing the patch. Daniels downfield and right into the arms of... Daniels against the 4-man rush. Throws downfield. Looking for Thomas again. He's got it. And LSU strikes back.
This time a 4-man rush. Quarterback run right up the middle. Goes Jaden Daniels. He's got the first down and more. Daniels hunting the pylon. Down the sideline into the red zone. Daniels, he's going to take a shot. Kyron Lacey. He's got it. That's an LSU.
I'm a massive
He's quick,
fan of
mind.
this guy. I
Yes.
really like this Jaden Daniels. I think you were spot on with the comparison to Ollie for Lamar Jackson 2.0. He's quick, he can hang in the pocket and throw it, but he also knows when there's nothing on, he can run, and he's just as slippery as Lamar too.
Yeah. So if you ever want to watch a highlight video of this guy, go and watch him against Florida Gators this year with a 52-35 win. He passed for 372 yards and 3 touchdowns. Okay. His rushing on that game was 234 yards and 2 touchdowns. He combined for over 600 yards. He's the first ever quarterback in the NCAA to do that. This guy is ridiculously quick and slippery. You could see why he is going to be wanted. Me personally, if I was to take him or Caleb Williams, I would be taking Jaden Daniels.
I'm actually the same. I'm actually the same as you, Ollie. I think Jaden Daniels is better than Caleb Williams as an NFL QB.
There was two names from college that I heard. There's 2 names from college that I heard in the middle of the NFL season, looking towards the draft. One was Caleb Williams, and the other one was Jaden Daniels. So to look ahead when you're in the middle of the season to these potential superstar caliber athletes, quarterbacks for their new teams, what does that say to you?
They're highly talented. Don't forget,
Speaking of Caleb Williams, look who's in number 2.
Play VT.
It's the one that says VT on it.
Yeah, the one that's got his name on it.
Nice job there. Moving fast. Caleb Williams. Williams rolls. Williams rifles. Touchdown.
On second down, Williams faked it. Williams is going to throw to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown. Giving USC a little closer, first and goal. Play fake. Williams to the end zone, and caught.
Williams escapes. Williams, a loser towards the end zone. Touchdown.
All right, Williams is going to have to do this very quickly. Way down the field for Rice.
For the loss of one, Williams pulls it back, steps up, throws, caught at midfield, and turning upfield, it's Washington. Washington is gone!
Caleb Williams sees pressure. The throw is wide open. Jordan Addison, a bust again. And his left hand. Good news is he throws it with his right. And he got a man downfield to the 45, Washington. And 22. Williams with all day. Still on the loose. Flings it. Caught into two, Rice! There he is. Williams spins out of harm's way. Pulls. Caught!
Wait, did I just hear Jordan Addison?
Yeah, he was at USC last year. Before he got drafted.
He must have stayed back a year then, Caleb. He stayed back a year. Okay.
Yeah.
So you could see why he's compared to Lamar Jackson. He is very slippery, very talented at moving the pocket, dancing, getting out of trouble. That penultimate throw, that was one of the riskiest throws I've seen in college. You know, he's had more turnovers than Jaden Daniels
James
last
Winston.
year.
Oh, sorry.
You know, he's had more defeats last year. You could see why it's a bit of a risk, and you can see why teams want him. But my issue is what's going on around his head. Talent-wise, it's undoubtable. It's undoubtedly out there. But you hear all these things coming out like he doesn't want to sign for this team. He wants to be part ownership. He wants to do this. The things that he writes on his nails when he's nail varnish, and it's like throwing UCLA sucks or something like that on one hand. And it's like,
bit charismatic then.
Yeah, but it's still that an NFL team are going to see that going, okay.
It could be worse. It could be worse. It could be somebody eating someone like that who puts mayonnaise in their coffee and eats bananas with the peels on.
That's not. You are never going to drop that on him, are you?
I love it. I love it. I think it's brilliant and fair play. I am rooting for Will Levis. I really am. I really want to see him do well.
Talent, undoubtable. Mindset, I would be worried about having him in my locker room.
Johnny Manziel, like.
Very, very much so. And look how that worked out. Who's he playing for nowadays?
CFL, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he's doing that now. Marvin Harris Jr. is our number one pick. It was incredibly close between the...
Wide to the bottom of the screen. Backpedaling. McCord lofting for the end zone. Caught. That's a touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. capped off by that touchdown. Buckeyes on the board early. 6-0 here at Ross Cade Stadium.
For Ohio State, punt every time they've touched the ball.
McCord off first down. Looking. Goes deep. McCord wide open receiver. Caught. Harrison. And Marvin Harrison Jr. McCord pump fake. Looks. Sideline. Caught. Harrison Jr. again. He'll dive forward and get stopped at the 11. Train him the pistol back. Play fake. McCord guns it over the middle. Caught. And this time it's Ibuka who spins.
Throws down the field.
2nd and 33. He'll force this one down the field. Over the shoulder. And it's caught. What a great. 3rd down and 10. McCord sets up over the middle again. This time it'll stand. Marvelous. Marvin Harrison.
Marcus.
Gave it on that video. You can
Do you want to try
see
describing him again?
Marvelous Marvin Harrison Jr. Think Jamar Chase. Think Justin Jefferson minus the gritty. You know, this is this kind of receiver.
I remember CJ Stroud saying earlier this year that if Marvin Harrison didn't win the Heisman, that it was a fix.
I like him. I think he's a very, very talented receiver. There are so many teams, including the one at number 3, including the one at number 1 and number 2, who are desperate for a top-notch rookie wide receiver.
Yeah,
you know, he's not like
desperate for a rookie QB.
He's not like a Puka Nacua you're going to find a gem later round. He's not like a Rashee Rice you're going to find in a later round. He is one of these receivers that are going to be like a DK Metcalf, like a CD Lamb, like a Jamar Chase, like a Justin Jefferson, who are outstanding players from the get-go. And this is this guy. He will be electric. I'm looking forward to his combine. I think he's going to go off. I think we're really going to see what his route running's like and see what his catching is like.
Is he doing the combine?
I'm sure it said he was. I know Penix is going to throw now. That was up in the air. I think he's going and he's going to be there, but we'll see if he partakes.
I'd be surprised if he does.
That's very true. So, yeah, I mean, I love the combine. That is next week. We will talk about that next week.
I mean, personally, I think if you don't partake in the combine and you're not injured, you shouldn't be eligible for the draft. But
maybe.
I think you need. I think if you're not injured, you should be doing the combine.
Yeah, I mean, you should be doing the combine. You should be doing obviously your measurements and all that as well. I know they do sit out some routes, some of the training, some of the skill sets, you know, because obviously there might be something wrong or something not right with it and they do miss, but I think they should be there for the interviews, you know, and all that as well, because it's less controlled than it is if they are at their hometown, in their own city where they play week in and week out. As per usual, ladies and gentlemen, this will be back on Spotify tomorrow at 8:30, so that's Friday 8:30, or any other your podcasting listening devices. Please give us a like. Please give us a follow. The same if on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, wherever you see us, give us a like, give us a follow, because it helps us in the long term and grow and get better, because that's the plan. We want to grow and get better. We, as always, should be back in Foursome, hopefully not in a hot tub in Wales. We'll be back next Thursday, live 8:30 on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, maybe Twitch, if I can be bothered to get that working again. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in. Stay safe, and we will see you next week.
Not guilty.